Hello, I'm Coach Christian, and I help extremely stressed people to deal with their stress by observing it for themselves. Welcome to yet another video. Every single day, I publish a video that's designed to provide you with tools that you can use to deal with any stressful situation in your life. Let's move into the question of the day. Here's the question: Coach Christian, how can I get people to respect me? Coach Christian, how can I get people to respect me? Let's start with a simple question. What does it mean to be respected? What is respect? And to be respected is to be seen as significant in the eyes of others, right? If I'm significant in the eyes of others, then I'm respected, right? If I'm respected, definitely I'm significant in the eyes of others, right? In the I'm at least significant in the eyes of those who respect me. So the question then is, when you ask me the question, well, how do I get people to respect me? That question is the same as asking, how do I make myself significant in the eyes of others? How do I get other people to see me as significant? Okay, one way in which you can get other people to view you as significant is to become extremely good at something they care about, or something that they consider to be important. Actually, yeah, it has to be something that they consider to be important. So, for example, if you become extremely good at programming, right? Actually, you don't have to be extremely good. You just have to be better than they are, right? If you're better than, let's say, if you're better than me at writing code on a computer, then I'm going to respect you in as much as I'm going to respect you with regard to your ability to write code, right? I'm going to see you as significant, right? Because you're better than me at writing code, right? You're able to do something I'm not able to do. That gives you a certain level of respect, okay? If I'm the best boxer, if I'm the best boxer in the country, okay, then I'm respected. I'm respected uh, by the country and by all the people whose ass I can kick, right, as a boxer. All right. So this is all. Like, for instance, you might find that children respect you because actually, I don't know. If, we might need to find a difference between significance and fear. So, for example, I mean, one example I was just about to bring was, okay, suppose that, for instance, I've noticed this with children. When I walk past children that are much smaller than me, they look at me like kind of like in awe. Now, obviously, I'm significant in their eyes. I'm big, right? Bigger than they are, okay? And yes, there's a level of, there is respect for me in that sense, right? So this is one way in which you can become respectful, is by just becoming good at something that you can get people to respect you by just becoming good at something that just become better than them at some activity that they consider to be important. Okay, this is one way. So the question is there another way in which you can become significant in the eyes of others, right? Respectable, respected. Well, I mean, the other way is you could just actually, all of it still relates to being better than them in some way. um, oh no, no, sorry, being able to do something that most people cannot do, because you can also be respected because of, let's say, not because of something like some exceptional act, but let's say if you have principles and you stick to your principles, that is also respectable, isn't it? And it's respectable because, of course, most people are not like that, right? So most people are not principled, right? Like you can threaten them and they abandon their principles, right? It's like someone who you can bribe them and then get them to do something that is wrong. Such a person you don't respect, right? Partly because look, they're not standing for principles, right? They are ordinary in a sense, easily bribable, ordinary people, right? When you respect someone, okay, that's it. When you respect someone, you view them as extraordinary in some way. So if you want people to respect you, then uh, find something and be extraordinary at it. It doesn't have to be a skill, it could just be the way you are, right? So, for instance, if you're able to set clear boundaries with people, uh, say no, don't let them push you around, that already will make you respectable. Because can, most people are not good at setting boundaries, have difficulty saying no to others, they have difficulty facing conflicts. If you do all of these things, you become respectable, right? And obviously, you can also become respectable without doing it just by being yourself, right? That's also not really, I don't know who you are, but another way in which you can become respectable is it's still in the same thing. For example, if you're the kind of guy that doesn't get swayed by, let's say, what is happening around you, so that if people are excited, you still keep your cool. If people are, let's say, if people are pissed off, you're still calm. If you're able to stay calm or maintain your composure under pressure, that also makes you respectable, right? But it's still the same theme, isn't it? It means that it's because remaining calm under pressure, maintaining your composure is extraordinary. Most people are not like that. So naturally, if you do that, you get respected. Okay. So I think we've tackled the question of how to get people to respect you, right? So although there's also another interpretation of respect that people have, which involves getting people to do what you want them to do, right? So like for example, if I tell you to, I don't know, make me coffee and you don't do it, I can take that as you're disrespecting me, right? Which means you're not taking me to be significant, right? You're treating me as a nobody, right? You're saying that I'm not worth getting coffee for, or you're saying that I'm not like I could think to myself, if you truly respected me, you'd get me that cup of coffee. It means you think I'm a nobody. It means you think, let's say, you're superior to me. That kind of setup. So this is like it's not it's a different kind of respect. Actually, it's the same, isn't it? Right? If I tell you to get me a cup of coffee and you don't do it, it means that in your eyes I'm not significant enough. Because if I was, let's say, Barack Obama, like some really high class person, right? If I was, let's say, I don't know, and if I was your boss and I told you to get me coffee, you would, because you think your boss is that significant. But for me, you don't think I'm significant enough to get a cup of coffee, right? So it's actually still the same thing, right? When people don't do what you want them to do, you think of it as disrespectful. And of course, if people do what you want them to do, you view them as respectful, right? And you're viewing them as respectful because, again, they are treating you as important, as significant. You're significant enough for them to do what you want them to do. Okay. Although, of course, we have a problem, don't we, right? So, because there's a question, why do you want to be significant? That's one question. Why do you want to be significant? Why do you want to be seen as respectable? Why do you want to be seen as significant in the eyes of others? Why do you want to be respected? The reason you want to be respected is because it feels good to be respected. It feels good to tell people something and they do it. It feels good to be looked up to, right? By others, right? It's really about the feeling. You love the feeling of being significant, being seen as significant. Right. Now, of course, the problem with seeking, right, seeking significance or seeking to be respected, there is an issue there. Right? If I'm seeking to be respected by others, it means that I am depending on other people in order to feel good about myself. Right? And this is a shaky position to be in, right? Because think about this, like if I depend on you, right? If I depend on you respecting me in order to feel good about myself, what does that mean? The moment you don't respect me, I feel bad. So my well-being is in your control, isn't it? Right? It means that literally, if I ask you to get me a cup of coffee, you get me a cup of coffee, I'm happy. I'm feeling good. I feel respected. If I ask you to get a cup of coffee and you don't get the cup of coffee, now I'm feeling disrespected, right? And worse, I'm feeling bad. So how I feel is dependent upon you. Now this is, so you see, seeking to be respected is a form of slavery, isn't it? Slavery to others. I'm depending on how other people look at me in order to feel good about myself or in order to feel good. Okay? So it's a weird kind of thing. Like if I don't care what other people think of me, the people are gonna respect me. But the funny thing is I don't need their respect in order to feel good. You see, so it's like it's a weird paradox, but if I let go of the need to be respected by somebody, if I really don't care what you think about me, look, do you like me? Don't you like me? If I really don't care, right? First of all, obviously, I'm freed from you because now what you say or don't say, what you think about me or don't think about me is not going to affect my mood. But the funny thing is, if you discover that I don't care what you think about me, that my happiness doesn't depend upon you, if you discover that, paradoxically, you're going to respect me more. Right? So the person that doesn't need to be respected is actually respectable. Right? So this is another strategy you can use. If you want to be people to get people to respect you, let go of your need to be respected by them. Stop worrying about what they think of you. Right? If you're able to do that, they will respect you. Right? If at least if you're able to give them the impression, that's another one. If you're able to give them the impression that you don't care what they think about you, those people will respect you. Right? And of course, it makes sense because giving people the impression that you don't care about them is rare. Most people care what others think about them. If you're able to be the guy who doesn't care, look, if you guys love me, I don't care. If you guys hate me, I don't care. If you turn against me today, if you refuse to support me, I don't care. It's very rare to find such a human being. Such a human being is extraordinary also. Naturally, you'll be respected. By if you can't really feel that way, project the image of someone who doesn't care whether other people respect him or not. All right, so look, if you like this video, so as you could tell, I was making it up as I go along, but it's been fun. So if you liked this video, right, and you want to learn more about uh, and you want to receive more of these videos, like I said, I make these videos every single day, right, and I answer a problem and provide you with tools that you can use to deal with stressful situations in your life. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell notification. Ding, 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 there's a bell. And that will notify you whenever I publish a new video, right? Which I do daily. And look, if what do you think about what I just said? These whole ideas about respect, being significant, how to gain respect, all of that. Do you have any comments? Do you have any questions about that? Please add them in the description of this video, right? This will ensure that I know what you're thinking so I can make videos that meet your needs. And who knows, I might actually answer your question in a forthcoming video. And if this whole idea interested you, this whole idea of, hey, being able to not need other people's respect, right? Being able to be free, free from other people's what kind of being independent of other people's opinion. Whether they think good of me or think bad of me, I'm still okay. If you want to know how to be like that, to be someone who doesn't depend on people to validate him, right? So obviously to do that, you need to pay attention to the fact, right? The problem right now is that you care what people think about you. So you want to solve this problem. If you want help with solving this kind of problem, right? The over dependence on people's opinions or approval or disapproval of you. If you want to solve this problem, then there's a link in the description. It's called the Observe approach. Click on that. It will give you free and instant access to a simple but powerful method that you can apply right now, right? To observe, right? To observe and pay attention to your over dependence on other people's opinions. And it will obviously give you a way, it will provide you with, it's a tool that you can use to obviously overcome this over dependence, right? On other people, what other people think about you, okay? So that's just in the description of this video. And thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye.